Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. I hope you are doing well. If this is your first time here, I'm a tarot reader for 30 years. I do this for entertainment purposes only, and we always have a really good time. And for those returning, thank you so much. You know how much I care about you and think about you. So if you are here to just get straight to the reading, I'll put the timing right here. Otherwise, just stay with me because I got a few things I want to tell you. I was there the other day. Sometimes life happens and it's just one of those moments where you go, you know? And so my girlfriend, who's in Newfoundland, I was thinking about her and I thought, I'm going to give her a call. So I called her and she was like, oh my God, Nina, what? I am at the graveyard and I'm in front of your mom and dad's grave. And she turned the camera and I could see mom and dad's grave. And so we took it as a hello from mom and dad. But isn't it like, have you ever had that kind of experience where it's like, it's more than just knowing that somebody's going to call. It's like something else happens that, you know, just, I don't know, touches you somehow. Have you had that kind of experience? Because in my mind, it was just like somehow, some way that was mom and dad just, you know, reaching out and making me feel like everything's okay. Or at least that's what I needed to hear or what I wanted to hear and I did hear. So have you had that kind of experience? I'd be interested. And I have new tarot cards. Yes, darlings. Look at them. They're purple. They're like an 80s type of neon, what is it called? Neon Rider Tarot. And I just absolutely love it because my favorite color is purple. It has been since I don't remember not having purple as my favorite color. Now, a close second, and sometimes I do say it's my favorite, is green, because I really love green. But, oh, these cards, they make me feel so happy. So happy. So, what's your favorite color? I think, Sometimes I can't speak, but it's okay. I'll get out of my own way. Do you have a favorite color? And if so, what color is it? Does anybody share my purple fascination? Okay, so did we watch the debate last night? Yes, darlings, yes, we did. What did we think?
The crime rates are way down. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. She wanted to go to the sorority party, and I got involved with the Taliban. And I told Abdul, don't do it anymore. You do it anymore, you're going to have problems. All I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out. And I'll say that. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets. I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. She is Biden. The dog was eaten by the people that went there. And remember this, she is Biden.
I felt like Kamala came to debate, and Trump came to be disappointed. His face, there was times when he just could barely hold himself. And when he started talking about eating dogs and cats and everything, it was just like, what is happening here? Now, approval by a number of people that are like big wigs, including
several Republican politicians and former Trump staffers took to the stage at the Democratic National Convention last week.
I am behind a podium advocating for a Democrat. And that's because I love my country more than my party.
Vote for our bedrock values and vote for Kamala Harris.
Now, a group of more than 200 Republicans who previously worked for former Presidents George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, former Senator John McCain, or Senator Mitt Romney signed a letter backing Vice President Kamala Harris for president.
And the most recent, we have Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift has 283 million followers on Instagram alone, and she took to Instagram not long after that debate last night to express her endorsement for Kamala Harris and her running mate, Tim Walz. This is the post here as it was seen by her fans yesterday. She says that Harris fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. She described Harris as a steady-handed, gifted leader. And she also praised Harris's running mate, Tim Walz, saying he stood up for LGBTQ+ reproductive and women's rights. She went on to tell her fans to vote early. And then she signed this post as the childless cat lady, along with a photo of her holding her cat. Of course, if you recall, she is referencing the language that Donald Trump's running mate, J.D.
I thought let's just do a quick read on Kamala and see, has this debate, has this now pushed her over the edge? Do more people know her? Do more people recognize her? Do more people realize the difference between her and Donald Trump? What are their feelings? Is this going to, ultimately lead to her winning? Or is Trump still in the running? I just be interested to see. I know everybody's saying that Kamala is going to win, and I don't doubt that she is going to win, but I have to go by my tarot cards. And I always tell you the truth, even if it doesn't feel good. So let's see what tarot has to say, okay? Let's see what tarot has to say. Kamala, how are you going to do? Okay. In the center, we've got the Four of Cups. So an offer that she did not really want to take. I think this debate was sort of like, she knew she had what it takes to debate, but she also knew she had to debate Donald Trump, and it was so distasteful to her. So yes, she wanted to debate because she wants to become the president of the United States, but the idea of having to debate Donald Trump was one that she just was not in favor of. In the past, we've got the King of Swords. So she was coming through and she was cutting through all the BS. And she wanted to get her points out that she wanted to get out. I think she made some really great ones. Like, underneath it all, we have the King of Wands. So here it is that Kamala has what it takes to do the presidency, to be the president, to get things done that she's talking about. But on top of it, we've got the Eight of Swords. There's still this factor, and the only way that I just get this feeling of, even if the polls are saying that Kamala is going to win, and I pray that she's going to win, and I do think she's going to win ultimately, but I don't know how easy it's going to be. I think there is a wave of people who do not want to see a woman as president. It might not be as out in the public as what I'm saying it, but that's the feeling I'm getting. So it is so important to get people out to vote, vote, vote. Complacency will cause the destruction of America. They have to get people out to vote. And, with Taylor Swift after saying, get out and vote and everything, that's amazing. In the near future, we got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. She is going to speak her truth. The other side, the Fox News, the Megyn Kellys of the world, they are going to go after her in the sense of in her communication style. Okay, they're going to go after things that she says. They're going to start really picking on her, and they've already came out and said, hey, it was 3 against 1 when it came to the debate, and they really had to really try to scrape the barrel to figure out a reason why Donald Trump didn't do well. But if you look at this card, guys, it's the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, we have her reaching out with truth to become the president of the United States. It is within grasp, but people need to get out and vote, 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 vote. It is so important. Complacency is the demon here. Complacency is what could kill the election for Kamala Harris. I believe that she's within grasp of winning it. I believe that the communication that she was able to do during the debate really helped her. But I don't think that we should just sit back and say, okay, we got this in the bag. They did that with Hillary Clinton, and look what happened. So let's make sure we get everybody out to vote, vote, vote. Okay, Kamala, let's have a look at Donald Trump. Let's put the cards back together. Oops. Let's see about Donald Trump. How's he feeling after the election? How's he feeling after the debate? How's he feeling after the debate? Oh, his feelings are really, really hurt. His feelings are really, really hurt. He's very emotional. Going after his crowd side like Kamala did was just hilarious. And to see him having to respond was hilarious. But you can see he's full of emotion, he's full of vigor, he's full of everything. In the past, he was the Empress. You know, he was getting his message across, or people were getting his message across for him. Now things have kind of stopped, but I'll show you the two cards. We've got the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles underneath. Three of Pentacles underneath means the plan. I don't know if this is Project 25 or what the situation is, but there's definitely planning underneath it. So we cannot become complacent. There's people that still want to see Donald Trump win, and they're working towards it. And I think this indicates Russian and overseas involvement into the politics, into the election. So we have to be really, 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 really careful, because I see the Page of Pentacles. I see him getting some kind of money, information. It's like I don't have cards that are saying he's going to totally bomb everything. I think that, you know, with his cards here, it's not showing that it's given up or that it's completed now. It's showing that there's interference yet to come. It's showing that we have to get out and vote. And I really feel that with Kamala having gotten the Ace of Swords, that the presidency is within her grasp, but it's still not 100% yet there. So in the comments, I had somebody ask about Madeline Soto. So I thought I'm just going to tell you a quick story about her, and then we're going to do a reading. So the story goes that we have this beautiful girl, Madeline Soto, who on February 25th turned 13 years old. That night, her mother was working and got home around 11, and her mom, Madeline, and her mom's on-again, off-again boyfriend, Stefan Stern, they would oftentimes sleep together, all three of them. And sometimes when Jennifer wanted to have good sleep because she had a new job, or she needed to get good sleep for whatever reason, she would oftentimes send the two of them upstairs to go to sleep together. Now, I don't know a mother who would send her child with a non-related father to bed. I mean, it's just, the whole situation is scary and sordid. And the fact remains that for a number of years, the police have been able to see this because of photos that were found on his camera, on his phone, of Maddie and of other children. And basically, he had been sexually abusing her since the age of 11, and maybe even earlier than that. We don't know if the mother knew about it. We don't know if she knew through the years that this was happening, or she allowed it, but she certainly made it possible and encouraged it, even if she didn't mean to. So that night of her birthday on February 25th, her mother, wanting to have extra sleep, sent her upstairs to go to bed with Stefan Stern. The next day, Stefan said he dropped her off at school, even though the traffic cam showed that he was driving with Maddie, but she seemed like she was slumped over and already dead. They went and found all kinds of disgusting things on his phone, and he ended up being charged with like 60 crimes, and then eventually he was charged with first-degree murder of Madeline Soto. I guess the question really is, did the mom know about the SA that was happening to Maddie through the years, or did the mother, Jennifer, have anything to do with the actual murder itself, either in the before, after, or during it, or what have you? I just feel that this is a really, really hard subject to read on. I almost feel dizzy, which is a very funny feeling. I almost feel like my eyes want to close. I feel dizzy. Let's have a look. I want to know, did Jennifer know about the essay that Maddie was experiencing at the hands of Stefan Stearns? Stefan Stearns. That wench, she knew. Oh. Look, at the center of it is herself and her need for mental clarity and sleep, and it's all about me, 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 me. So, did she know? Yes. She knew what was happening behind closed doors. This is showing the man being able to, Then we see on top of it, the Queen of Swords. So I think there was a part of Jennifer that was angry at her for being able to satisfy her boyfriend in a way that she couldn't. And she didn't even want to. It was just, she didn't know what she was doing. Mentally, she was one day for it, one day against it. She was all over the place. But did she know about it? Yes. She knew about it. She knew it long before they ever told her about the pictures or anything of that nature. She knew about the abuse. She just didn't want to face it. She didn't want to acknowledge it, but she knew it deep down. Let's have a look. Sorry. Did she have anything to do with the murder? Did Jennifer Soto have anything to do with the murder? Did Jennifer Soto have anything to do with the murder? Yes. In the center, we've got the Four of Wands, which is my card for saying, yes, she had something to do with it. But the characters are further back, so she had nothing to do with the actual murder. She had something to do with the after part of the murder. This is for entertainment purposes only. Underneath, we've got the Devil. This is the abuse and the knowledge of the abuse. And I don't know. Because the autopsy showed that she had been strangled. Then no other information has come out that I know of. But I've got my Queen of Cups here who has the top on top of her cup. I'm wondering if Maddie it was either one of two things. Either Maddie was pregnant or possibly thought she was pregnant, or she had, as Stefan Stern had told Jennifer, that she had a crush on one of her little friends and he thought that was cute. I'm wondering if that cuteness was not actually cuteness, that actually made him feel angry and made it realize that she's growing up and she's going to tell, and he finally just snapped. I just get that feeling. You can see her looking at all the different scenarios and sticking with him to tell the story. In the future, she's going to be stressed out. Will she eventually be caught? Because she's not in trouble right now, and they're not calling her out to get in trouble or anything like that. I just want to know, in the future, is there any chance that she will be charged to do something with Madeline Soto's, either her abuse or her actual death. We are going to see that happen, guys. It's going to happen. Something's going to come out about Jennifer Soto towards her daughter, something about acknowledgement, and there is going to be some kind of trouble for her in the future. So, we need to get rid of that energy right away. This energy cannot stay. Okay. So my dear friends, that is our reading for today. As always, I thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. As always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff that helps my channel. And let me know any opinions you have, any questions you have in the comment section below, because I read them all. So thank you. Bye guys. Cheerio.